YouTube, what's going on? Kevin the Tech Ninja. And as you guys know on this channel, I talk about smart home, but what you didn't know is that I care about your butt. But today I'm talking about the Coway Bidetmega 200. For Americans, bidets are pretty rare and even sometimes a little taboo to talk about. In other parts of the world, they're quite normal. So the very first time I used a bidet was actually on my honeymoon. My wife and I, we used one, and ever since then, our lives, our butts have changed completely. So we went out and bought a bidet. So we've had bidets in our house over the past few years. So Coway reached out and wanted to sponsor this video to tell my audience all about using a bidet. So with that being said, all opinions are my own, and the sponsorship is just sending the bidet my way to use it. So off rip, what makes this bidet different than most bidets on the market is that it has a lot of advanced features. Like it has multiple nozzles, it has different settings, a child mode, drying mode, eco mode, self-cleaning, and more. For $449, you get a totally decked out bidet. And at that price point, it needs to do a lot, and I think it does a lot. So if you don't know what a bidet uses water to clean your butt. But this one has two separate nozzles, one for the ladies in the front and also one for everyone else in the back. And both of these are stainless steel as well, so they're not gonna get rusty over time. It's also using something called iWave technology, which gives you the ability to customize your clean the way you want it. So what I mean is you can actually make adjustments as far as how gentle you want it, how strong you want it, get that perfect spot by moving the nozzle, by just pressing some buttons. So it lets you customize it exactly the way you want it, so it feels like it's made for you. So a lot of people are gonna ask about the energy usage because it does use electricity and it uses water. Is this economically friendly? So when you use a bidet, you actually use less toilet paper because you have the water squirts cleaning you out instead of doing multiple passes with toilet paper. They say a single toilet paper roll can use 37 gallons of water to generate, and you're not gonna use that with a bidet. A lot of people are using wipes these days to feel extra clean and sanitary, but those don't actually dissolve fully as they say they do. They clog up the drains and it causes backup and actually pollution. So those are things that you should not be using in the first place anyways. This is just water. Okay, so now you know the benefits of bidets in general. Let's talk about how to get this one set up. In the box, it has everything you need to get going. All you need is a plumber's wrench, or a standard one will work just fine. To install, you remove your existing toilet seat, which is pretty simple to do, and then you add on the mounting plate. From there, just add the T-connector and run the tubing from the connector to the toilet and from the other side of the connector to the bidet. So if the T-connector doesn't fit, there's two other T-connectors, and there's also adjustment nuts too. The default one was just fine for me, but you do have options to figure out which one is perfect for your setup. This also works for different shaped toilets too, but before you purchase it, there is a guide online you can look at to double check your setup to make sure it works properly. Once that is done, you plug it in and it runs through its cycle the very first time. Installation took around 10 minutes, and after that, it's 100% ready to go. At this point, it's gonna be hard to show footage because I don't think you guys want a video of me using the product. So I'm gonna give you some opinions and some thoughts and some of the features that I ran into when using it. So on the left hand side, you have all of the controls, and there's a lot of stuff over here. So for the very first time, it does take a little bit of while to get used to all the buttons and what everything means. But if you look to the far left, you can actually see all the features that you'd probably use the most. And this is just the cleaning functions. Do you want to clean in the front or clean in the back? And also you have a stop mode too. The seat is actually heated, which is nice because I live in a cold climate weather, and nothing sucks more than getting on a toilet seat that is very cold. So this one actually keeps it heated for you, which is just very nice. And you can also adjust the temperature of the water and the water pressure. You want the water a little bit warm? Do you want that water very gentle if you don't want it too aggressive, or if you want that full-on industrial strength water hose style water going at you, you can have it that way too. Also, there's some arrows which allows you to fine tune the nozzles because not all butts are the same. So you can actually move the nozzles to make it land in that exact spot to make sure you're getting cleaned out properly. So one negative thing about bidets is that people say that it leaves them wet at the end and then they have to go in and use toilet paper anyways. Well, this actually has a drying mode. So you actually push this button and it blows air, and this air will actually dry you. So then you don't have to use a lot of toilet paper to feel dry. There is a child's mode which automatically adjusts the speed, temperature, and location of the nozzles for a child's body. It's really hard to explain in full detail the benefits of bidets without giving better examples, but it's one of those things that you just have to try. I don't think you guys want me to describe how my butt feels too long of a video, so I'll kind of spare you the details here. But I will say that using a bidet, whether it's this one or it's not, you do feel cleaner in general, and that is something that you should actually experience first. And if you want to take it to the next level and get you a bidet that has a lot of great features that can leave you refreshed and is adjustable to your type of settings, then this is a great option. As always, guys, I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja, leaving you and giving you the latest and greatest in technology and also today hygiene. Why not? I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.